Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's been a long while. We're kind of just back into that 2023, starting to get ready for the show season. So here I am. We have our first kind of clinic and outing. It's with our youngest horse. She is a 2022 paint filly. I don't know if you guys have met her yet. You'll get to see a lot of her today. She's actually a really, really nice little filly we were able to add to our show team last summer as a weanling. And she hasn't had a ton of outings. She's kind of just been hanging out on the farm. And in saying that, it's really exciting to have the opportunity to take a young horse like this with the show season coming up. Pretty much end of April is when our first shows start. So it's really nice to be packing. So I do have kind of the essentials for a 9.5-month-old filly. This is kind of my essentials. I've already got the trailer packed with grain buckets, which her grain buckets right now are just hay cubes and alfalfa pellets. So it's not really grain, but it's in there. We've got water buckets in there. I'm just packing some bandages just in case the day and the trip is just a lot on her legs. We can then wrap them just so there's some support there if I need them. I've also got some halters going, and then for those young horse clinics, they prefer us to use not like a lunge line, just because young horses like to have their own thoughts, and sometimes those thoughts don't go along with yours, and sometimes they're going one way and you want to go the other way, and you guys have to kind of decide who's going where. So I'm just checking that I have all our stuff in those side pockets. I always carry a knife in those. It's so nice. Come here. I do use hay nets in the stall. It's really it's a lot better, and I'd rather the horses have hay throughout the day instead of just a pile in the back corner. Especially with our horses, they love to eat. And I'm gonna wrap up our bandages. I did get these nice ones. They're made for the yearling legs. So, and I have my little helper, Mr. Gunners, checking out, making sure I'm wrapping them really nicely. But yeah, this was a really good clinic. All in all, I really enjoyed it. Really loved getting to see this little filly in an atmosphere that's quite different from ours. Like, yes, we do throw her in the trailer when I'm riding Darla and Ghost, haul her down the road, and she can hang out, does a little bit of ponying. But she's so used to our horses that they don't really have any big blow-ups and stuff. And that's really, really nice to see her, one, out with another set of 10 horses in a big area and in a facility that we do show in quite a bit. So it was really good to see that, and also to show her mind off a bit was really good. I have to say, I wish this was how fast I actually rolled bandages, especially at shows when you're wrapping a horse throughout the day if you have classes, or at night especially. It's nice to get that support, so I wish that's how fast. And I also had to, got up way too early. I got up at 5, and the clinic didn't really have to start till 9-ish. And I definitely had to have my fizz this morning. Like, if I wouldn't have had that, I don't think I would have made it through the day. I'm really happy with how Roxy settled in. She's got her hay net, her bucket. She went right in. We pulled off her other sheet. After that, we went to the wash rack. Her tail was really bad. We don't have a heated barn or an area to wash them at our farm, so pretty much once it started freezing, we weren't able to do that anymore. She settled in really nicely. Everyone here is kind of walking the babies around. She was happy to just kind of walk around, follow me, watch the other horses. It's also interesting to see the age demographic. She's a 9.5-month-old baby, and she settled in really well. There's another paint coat right here in the top of the frame. That's actually a foal from the same barn she came from, which I thought it was really nice to see them out together. And then there he's in the back. She was so good. She does do a little bit of the groundwork, and right there, that stuff we do at home. Like, if I do ask for her hip away, I do ask for it, and I think she definitely wanted to please. And then when I kept moving at her there, she was like, uh-oh, like I must be in trouble. And then she knew what I was asking for. I just wanted to stand there and kind of get her used to that flag stick, which she's seen a few times. But it definitely came in a new form yesterday. With how we use the carrot stick and flag stick, it was a lot more of like moving their bodies. And I'm really happy to see, like, she wasn't bothered by anything. Other colts were kind of having a bit of playtime, like that colt in the background, and she just went with it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna double check, but it seems like this little gal is okay with these tools, right? She's good. Check all those spots. This spot right here, guys, is the danger zone. That's the striking spot. Just check real quick on the other side. Hi. Okay, yeah. No problems there. Okay. So what we want them to learn, guys, is that like flapping can mean nothing, and then sometimes flapping means something. And how does your horse know the difference? What do you think the answer is? Body language. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. So I would want to be able to like, oh yeah, she's quiet. I would want to be able to get like really crazy with this flag and have the horse ignore it, right? That's that bomb-proofing stuff, and that's so, so good for our horses. However, riding horses is all about moving, right? We don't do much stopped. So we want to make sure that she understands that sometimes all of this stuff might mean move, and she's watching me close. She's like, I don't know what's happening here. So that's going to be body language. So I'm going to look here real casual, and all those things that I'm going to do would be like, I have like a hip cocked, just like a horse is relaxed, it cocks its hip. I'm gonna like have a poor posture, and then my equitation is gonna get real consistent and really intent. And then she might get like a little, almost like a half halt feel, like I might say, hey, we're doing something. And then I'm gonna flap, and oh, isn't she so clever? And as she move, now I should be able to flap in that exact same place and have her understand that like I'm just now being crazy. And then I'm gonna say, hi, I want you to move your little bum. What a good little demo. Okay, so that's your...
So then I got Roxy back, and just kind of what the clinician was doing with her, I went back to doing a lot of that flag desensitization. A thing I'm really bad for is resting my flag right on the ground. And that, for some horses, that would maybe kick or like stomp them. It just encourages them to go down there and stomp it. So I have to really watch that. But Roxy was really good about it. I loved seeing her thinking. That was so nice. This was something completely new. I don't, or haven't really ever done this, where I sit up on the top of the fence and make the babies come over. She wasn't very concerned about it. She was, however, very interested in the white horse, and then after that, she was very happy to roll. I know people are probably like, oh my gosh, you can't let your babies roll. She kind of just went down, and because she hasn't had her blankets off in a ton of time, it did happen. So that was our day with little Roxy, and we're so happy with how she did. So proud as well.